Hello, welcome once again to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Miss Wangoi Muithathi. Well, today we're going to talk about minimalism and things we can do to help us in that journey. Minimalism is one of a way of trying to cut costs and trying to get rid of things that we really don't need. I'll share with you 25 things you just don't need that you can get rid of or you can stop yourself from buying. I hope this helps someone. Point number 1, trendy stuff. Trendy stuff like designer bags, those big water bottles and stuff like that. You know, anything that's trendy, something you can do without. You can go for something simpler and it will do the same job, you know. If it's a water cup or water bottle, you'll use it to carry water the same as the trendy expensive one. Point number 2 is expensive self-care items. Well, people, I think they misunderstand the word self-care. Self-care means something as simple as taking a hot shower, cooking yourself some nice meals, taking yourself out, relaxing home, listening to some good music. That's self-care, you know, avoiding toxicity, toxic friends, toxic situations and stuff like that. Point number 3, old product manuals. We have a tendency of keeping those, you know, when we buy something, a gadget, we keep the manuals and they clutter the house. So funny thing is, these manuals, you can find them online. So if you can be able to get rid of them to create space in your house, well and good. I'd suggest you do so. If you really have to confirm if the manuals are online before you dispose them, you do that. Chances are you'll find them online. So you really don't need the manuals and those booklets about the machines you bought. Point number 4, anything TikTok made you buy. You know, you see someone flaunting something and then you're in a hurry to go and buy it without necessarily thinking how this one, if I need it, what role it's going to play. You know, you just bought it simply because of the hype that came with it. Yeah, so don't be carried away with the hype thing, you know. So point number 5, unlimited data. You find yourself, maybe you're alone, your household has one person or two people, and then you're buying very expensive unlimited data. Always go for something a bit cheaper instead of buying like huge data, and you're at work, you're not using it, and you end up spending more of your money. Number 6, these things they call detox cleanses. Keep your money. Our bodies have a way of detoxifying, you know. It doesn't really need help. And if it does, then it means you need to see a doctor. This detoxifying ideas out there, they're just after your money. So just don't do it. Believe your body can, your body can heal itself. The body can detoxify itself. Number 7, body scrubs. These are costly things almost every woman has at home. I believe a washcloth is enough, or a loofah. You don't have that kind of dirt that they make you think you do. This is just another way of promoting, of consumerism. You feel like you need to buy it and it doesn't do much. Number 8, floor rugs and small carpets all over the house. They might look nice and all that, but they're tedious. It makes it even harder for you to clean the house, you know. You have to remove them, you have to wash them, air dry them, then put them back. All these small things, it just look like so many pieces lying around in the house. It's not worth it. It's just, don't do it. If you need to go for a rug, just go for one big one, or just, don't go for the tiny small ones. Like it's so hectic when it comes to cleaning. Point number 9, cheap things. You might go shopping and you come across something and you're like, the price is just like, this is too cheap. That's your body telling you there's a red flag. Most of us, we're assuming and we're like, that's a nice deal, let me take it. Those things like on offer. Stay away from them, especially if you really didn't need it. You end up buying something and then just because it has a cheap price, and then when you get home you realize you actually didn't need it. So that was just wastage of your money. Yeah. Okay. Point number 10. This also goes for tech products, buy something that you can use. They might look fancy, but if it doesn't meet your goals, leave it alone. If you can see a very fancy, expensive phone, and if it doesn't meet your goal, or a laptop, leave it. Save that money. Use that money for something else, or better yet, invest it. Point number 11, cable TV. I had someone asked, who still pays for cable TV? Apparently, most people do, which is rather expensive because this is something you do monthly. I feel it's expensive and there's better alternatives. A lot of households nowadays, they just watch YouTube. So I feel there's better alternatives altogether. Point number 12, shopping for fun when you have enough clothes. Just because you have that extra money, you feel like, oh, I could use with this blouse, I could use with this trouser, when actually you don't really need it. It's another form of consumerism. You end up spending that money, which you could have saved or invested, and buying things, and then your wardrobe is just full of clothes that you don't wear. So if you have enough clothes, just don't bother buying other new clothes. It's a wastage of money. Number 13, trendy decor items. Oh, these things, they look so nice. You feel like, oh, this would look nice on my desktop. This would look nice on my dressing mirror. So you end up buying items. And these trendy decor items, they're not timeless. It might bore you later in life. So don't buy it. If you don't see yourself holding it for long term, don't bother buying it. Just look at it like the way you would go to a museum and admire something, then leave it. I'm sorry for people who sell these things. So number 14, excessive throw pillows and decor items. I would say the same about the trendy decor items and the trendy stuff you buy. They're just trendy and expensive for nothing. There's people you could go visit someone and on the sofa, or there's so many throw pillows. You have to remove them from the seat, place them somewhere else so you can be comfortable enough to sit down. Or even on the bed, there's so many throw pillows. I hear men hate that a lot. It doesn't really make sense. Just get 2, if you go beyond for the bedroom, 4 pillows, that's okay. The rest is just, you're overspending your money you're buying things that you really don't need. You don't need all those pillows on your bed or on your sofa. Yeah. Number 15, expensive workout clothes, expensive gym clothes. For example, like branded gym clothes. They do the same job as the normal gym clothes. So if they are good quality, then I don't think you need to spend more money trying to get expensive workout gear. As long as it's in good condition, I think you're good to go. Point number 16 is smartwatches. People at some point were so obsessed with these smartwatches. As long as you have a phone and you have a normal watch, I think you're just good. For me, it doesn't make sense. Number 17, excessive scented stuff, like in the toilets, there's something scented. And these things don't normally last for even an hour. So you end up spending money on something that doesn't have any longevity in it. It's only the first few moments of opening, whatever it is that you're opening, that's when you feel the smell. After a few moments, it's nothing. Why spend money on that? Because it's just consumerism. Because once that finishes, you end up going to buy something else. Point number 18, lots of bags and purses, designer bags. Go for something simple, like simple colors which you can blend in with something else, like black, beige, something you can incorporate with other colors easily, instead of buying like everything that comes across. Have a few pieces that can match with the clothes that you have. Point number 19, endless beauty products. List is endless. Find a simple routine. Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics and you will save a lot of money. A lot of money. The beauty industry is so huge. Don't fall into that trap of, you end up buying stuff. You've not finished the ones you purchased previously. So you end up in that rat race of always buying this. And there's always new stuff coming. So avoid it. Point number 20, shoes that hurt your feet. Oh, I have fallen into this trap. I went and bought some nice shoes. And when I got home, they couldn't quite fit properly. And I felt the need of not just holding on to them. At the end of it all, it's just on the shoe rack. I'm not wearing it because I'm not comfortable and I don't want to do away with it. So if you can avoid that from the beginning, no matter how much you love the shoe, just don't spend your money on it. Leave it alone. Next point is anything scratchy, itching, or uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if it's a sweater, undergarment. If you try an undergarment and you feel like you're trying to make yourself feel comfortable in it, don't lose it. Don't uncomfortable, itchy sweaters, itchy dresses. Those are fabrics. It's just your body telling you that that is not working for you. You don't need that. Okay. Next point is magazines. Magazines is just advertisements. They're there for promoting consumerism. Okay. This is just advertisements all over. This is something you don't need, especially if you're on the journey of trying to save or you're trying to stop consumerism. Yes. If you're trying to build your path financially, you don't need these magazines. And if you need to see pictures and stuff, there's things like Pinterest and all that. Next point, a new phone every 1 year or the next. Really, the changes are so small, tiny. Try and use the phone that you have as long as it's working. Yeah. Don't go for a new phone. Use your phone as long as it functions properly. Next point, specific kitchen appliances. For instance, an air fryer is basically a small oven. Why go for both when you can just use one? Just don't. You don't need it. Last is shopping bags. Shopping bags. Just look for one great shopping bag and save your money. You don't need plenty of shopping bags lying around at your house. Okay? Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so that you can be notified once we upload new videos like this. And we hope to catch you next time.